Welcome to the Australian Business Executive Podcast, where we speak with Australia's most influential industry professionals on the business and economic development issues taking place across the country. You can stay up to date with all our content, including our magazines, podcasts and videos by visiting www.theabe.com.au and clicking on subscribe.
Today's guest is MC Linked CEO Mark Subaih. Mark, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So firstly, why don't you take us through the background of MC Linked?
Yeah, sure. MC Linked was founded in 2020 of me trying to start my own business and utilize my experience in overseas markets. So I thought maybe I can help Australian businesses, suppliers, and manufacturers to find their footprint in overseas market, utilizing my experience. And that was mainly the starting off. I also wanted to have the amazing Australian products to the people I belong to. So that was mainly the why of starting MC Linked. We do an export and consolidation to many countries overseas, including Middle East, Asia, and Africa for now.
And so from when you started, take us through to where the business is at these days.
Oh, beautiful. So we are in about so we started with one brand and now we have about 100 brands, which 30 of them are exclusive to us. We represent them into MENA region, Middle East and North Africa, some of them also to Asia and Africa. We have expanded about 100% growth year on year for the last 3 years. We have started the first export and end-to-end consolidation facility in Sydney against foreign Melbourne. And, limit is the sky. We're growing on daily basis with more customers, with more doors to represent Australian products.
And so when you say Australian products, what products would most people know or recognize you for?
Look, we have two main categories, or I would say three. One is that we represent the better for you category, like as a focus, because that's a trend worldwide. Also, the confectionery category, which is the opposite, but still very high demand on the Australian confectionery brands. And thirdly, is the frozen category, because we are the first to have in-house frozen room in our facility, which help us to produce, mainly represent many Australian frozen brands.
Okay. So in saying that then, what do you think makes you different from your competitors in the space?
Oh, look, my experience is mainly in marketing. We believe that we are brand builders, not sales makers. We work with many customers, distributors in order to represent the brand in the right way, the best introduction to the market. We discuss everything with our customers and suppliers on behalf of both parties in order to get the best outcome of building the brand on the long and the short term, while others mainly just focusing on sales, putting the products on the shelf, hoping for organic sales, and we don't do that. The second thing is that we are based in Sydney. We are the only export and end-to-end consolidation, as I mentioned, in Sydney against foreign Melbourne. So we are kind of in the middle between the main three cities, Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne, and we work with many Australian brands from all Australia. I would say we have the experience in the international market, which is completely different than the Australian market in the sense of how business go or the value chain or mainly how things works, if you like. We have that experience. We help Australian brands and suppliers to understand the overseas market, and we also work with the overseas market customers in order to get the best benefits of our brands that we represent in those markets.
Okay. And so out of that, you also have some positive news to share with us today, don't you?
Oh, always. This year we are celebrating 5 years of MC Linked. We started in 2020. This year, March, we celebrating the 5th year with a 100% growth year on year. So yes, that's our big news to share.
So what does this news then mean to the business in the medium to longer term then?
Well, that's a very good question. We work with very hard to grow our team in Australia and overseas to get more Australian presence in the overseas market. We are very proud being Australian business and also representing mainly Australian brands into the overseas market, and that's always helped us to get into more countries. Our goal is to get into more countries within Asia, specifically in Southeast Asia, and in Africa, Kenya, South Africa, and also very soon we are getting into Europe. So aside of MENA region coverage, we are expanding, I would say, horizontally and vertically in order to grow the Australian presence on the overseas shelves, I would say.
Okay. And I guess as we begin to kind of close everything up, when we speak about Australia, in terms of your industry, what are the issues or trends that are taking place in the food space at the moment?
Look, definitely the unfair competition, I would say. Also, in the overseas market, we can call it as an international market. There's always some, political issues in this country, in that country, and things like that that we have to deal with. Sometimes it comes as a challenge, and sometimes comes as an opportunity for us. The last one, I would say, maybe the currency exchange, because the Australian currency fluctuation pretty much very hard in the last few years. That's mainly, I would say, the challenges. But saying that, there is always ways of adapting with those challenges in order to make the best outcome for all parties, I would say.
Very good. So before we finish for today, then, is there anything else that you haven't had a chance to address or would like to make note of?
I would like to thank you first for this opportunity. And we are always keen to explore more brands and also more customers from overseas markets. So please, anyone would like to maybe visit our website at mclink.com.au or visit our LinkedIn page or my personal page, and we would be delighted to share, always the good news with all parties.
Excellent. Well, Mark, thanks very much for your time today.
No problem. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
This has been a production of the Australian Business Executive, a division of Romulus Rising Proprietary Limited. All rights reserved. You can stay up to date with the Australian Business Executive, including our magazines, podcasts and videos, by visiting www.theabe.com.au and clicking on subscribe.